Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you about my toxic ex-best friend and why I cut things off with. Okay, so first to start off, we got in like this little argument. It was like it was like a low-key argument. It was like nothing too like terribly serious. Like it was just like, you know how like best friends will just argue. And then she basically like leaked my address into this like function group chat, like huge group chat with like over 100 people. And she like put my address in there and basically told them all to like egg my house. And obviously these people, they're like in the middle of a Saturday function, they see like egg someone's house, they're gonna egg their house. These kids are like 18. I don't know any of them. They don't know me. And so at like 1 a.m, it's just bang, 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 bang. Like the eggs are just smacking my house and my window. And like my window faces the backyard and the eggs were coming from the backyard. Like from literally every direction. There was like maybe 40 people around my house. And my dad wasn't home. Like if my dad was home, like trust they would all be like in the grounds. So my mom like wakes up and she's freaking out and she like doesn't know what's happening. So she like calls the police and the police come, like everybody runs obviously. And they're like questioning me about the whole situation and I had no idea what it was. Like I thought it was just like, I don't know, maybe like these people got the wrong house because I had never seen any of them before. Okay, so I forgot where I left off. So the police come and like they're asking me all these questions. Like I couldn't really give them any information and I didn't find out till later that it was her who sent my address to these people for like no reason. It was just a small argument. I couldn't even tell you what the argument was about. It was so stupid. Okay, so that was story number 1. And also every time we would have sleepovers, whether it was my house or her house, she would sneak out and go hang out with guys and I would just be left alone in her room. And sometimes it'd be like a 2-man and she wouldn't think to invite me, so she would invite someone else over and then they would sneak out together and I would just be left. She would come in my room and just steal my things, like straight up like snatch them, put them in her bag and then just like leave. And like I confronted her about this one a lot because like she'd be wearing my clothes and I was like noticing that I was missing them and she's like, no, like I bought this, or like no, this is someone else's I'm borrowing. Like no, it's not. For my birthday I had like a birthday sleepover and everybody was sleeping over and stuff, and of course she like snuck out again and she comes back completely like wasted. She stumbles through the door at like 4 a.m. and is screaming. She's waking up my parents, she's waking up everybody who's trying to sleep at my birthday party and just causing a whole scene. And so she's like throwing up and stuff and like I am gonna take care of her obviously because she was my friend. And yeah, she also spread a bunch of rumors about me, some including she made a hate account on TikTok that had nothing to do with the rumors. I'll think of the rumors in a second. But she made a hate account about me on TikTok and would like, she blocked me from it so I couldn't see, but like everybody from my school was sending it to me. And again, I didn't know it was her at the time. Like she was like, she sent it to me and she was like, oh my gosh, like did you see what they're posting about you? Like this is terrible, like who would do this? Bitch, it was you! And she also like paid to get my accounts, like every single one of my accounts banned. And would send my TikToks to like the school board and like my coaches to like try and get me kicked off, but like the TikToks weren't even like anything bad. Like it was just like me having fun. Like I wasn't drinking or anything. Like she was also the person who would like when I would be hanging out with like a guy or someone, she'd be like, did you like get your butt ointment from like the dentist yet? Okay, that didn't make sense, but like you know what I'm trying to say. Like she would just try and make me look stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more for now. When her mom found like all of her like illegal things, she blamed it on me, and like my mom didn't really like when her mom brought it up. Like her mom was always on her side. Like she teamed up with her mom. So like my mom didn't believe her because like all the moms knew like she's like mother like daughter. So like her mom was like, yeah, your daughter like forced mine to hide all this stuff for her, like all this. And my mom was like she's just like, okay, like you can't fight with her, but like she knew it wasn't me. But then they took it to like illegal or like legal matters. Like they took it to like the police. They're like saying that, I don't know, I got like charged with like they got a lawyer. I had to go to court for this, for something I did not do. Like I don't do that stuff. Like come on. Okay guys, that's everything that my best friend did, and I still stay to this day because here she is.
My biggest pet peeve is when someone says they've been heartbroken because no one has been heartbroken like I've been heartbroken. Obviously I'm joking, I don't want to invalidate anyone's feelings, but story time about my boyfriend of 2 years broke up with me. So this was junior year, first semester junior year, and I had been dating this guy since freshman year. And he was over at my house, everything was fine. He literally took me and my siblings out to the park, like we made cute TikToks, we rode bikes and scooters and everything, and then it all went downhill. So we went home and my mom and my siblings had left to go get ice cream because we were gonna have a movie night, like all of us. So we were just like cuddling on the couch, and then he tells me like, hey, I want to talk about something. And I started crying because we had talked about like something a little bit beforehand, but I didn't think it was bad enough to where we'd break up. So I started crying because I get emotional like for him, and I'm just like an emotional person, I guess. And he says like, I think I need to learn how to love myself before I can love you. And in my mind I'm like, it's been 2 years, you know, like he could have told me this in the beginning. But so I'm laying there crying and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, and he's not saying anything, and I'm like, are you breaking up with me? And he pauses and he's like, yes. And like my heart drops. Get this, we're in my own house, we're on my couch. So I start sobbing like really, really bad. And he's like, no, like it's okay, like hugging me, kissing me. I'm like, you just broke up with me. We've been together for 2 years and you just broke up with me. Like what? So I go to the restroom to try to like collect my thoughts. And as I'm in the restroom, I hear my mom come in and like come to the house, and he's acting normal, but I'm still in the restroom crying. So I collect my thoughts, and then I'm like, okay, I need to go out there. So I go out there, but like I pretend like I'm not crying, and I'm laying down on the couch, and my mom's like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, my stomach just hurts, and he's still there. They start playing the movie, and he stays, and he watches the whole entire movie. He didn't have a license or a car yet, but his grandparents live across the street from me. He could have walked over there and went over there. He did not have to stay and watch the movie with my whole family. And then when his mom comes to pick him up finally at like midnight, he's like, oh, can we kiss goodbye so my mom doesn't think anything's up? And I'm like, what is wrong with you? So for a while I really missed him, but honestly, like I got over him. I thought I was over him like in March, but I was not. Now I could say that I'm over him completely. Like I know I am. I've learned to move on, and it's been pretty good, or sort of, since. But yeah, so that's how I got broken up with by my boyfriend of 2 years in my own house, and how he stayed and watched a movie with my whole entire family.
I was on and off with someone for 6 years since middle school, and we dated again from junior to senior year for about 10 months with a break in between, and as of now, we have been broken up for 10 months. About 3 weeks ago, my ex posted a picture of me and him with a statement saying I cheated on him on a cruise. The video went viral, and I know a lot of y'all were honestly surprised to see my face. To be clear, the cruise situation is not true. I did not cheat on a cruise. But I'm also here to admit that there was a moment of unloyalty on my side over a year ago during the relationship. I am and will forever be completely honest and transparent about that fact to anyone who asks, because I feel I've truly grown from it and I'm always trying to rewrite my wrongs. It is something that I've already taken accountability for privately before it even ever hit the internet. A month later, we broke up for completely different reasons, and then a couple weeks later, got back together. And then not long after getting back together, there was unloyalty on his side and the relationship ended for good. But however messy our relationship was, there was and will never be any excuse for my actions. I can only hope that we both truly move on from it, because it was apparent to us and everyone surrounding us that we caused way more harm than good for each other. In the past 10 months, I had already been making the steps to change as a person, to recognize my faults, to grow myself and grow my relationships with my friends, my family, the Lord, and most importantly, take accountability in the real world with the real people where it actually mattered. I've apologized to the people that my actions have affected, and I also know in my heart that my actions were a horrible representation of me, my character, my heart, and also who I want to be in the future. I've worked really hard to grow from it, and I am always still growing. I'm making the final steps to cut ties with anything that's clinging to me from who I was a year ago in that relationship. I didn't immediately jump to TikTok to defend myself due to the fact that that relationship almost entirely existed before I even made videos, and also because in between the time of this internet drama and the actual situations happening and relationships ending, accountability had already been taken. But to y'all, I'm sorry to anyone that these facts may have let you down. So to anyone still watching, this is not my drama response. This is a close to a chapter. Like I said, I'm moving to a new state, and me and my life have changed and are continuing to change in so many ways. And that's all I have to say. I can only hope that y'all will be with me for what's next. Thank you for listening. Bye. Love y'all.